Hey, good morning. Welcome back. So, it's early morning time here, Sunday morning, and you can probably see my reflection. We got a little bit of the light in the living room is showing pretty good, but I think we kind of want to look past that and sort of we're going to kind of structure. Let's try to hone in instead on the structure for this video, and I'll try to bring that into a bigger frame, and then that way that's all we're really looking at. And let me get my melon out of the way for this video. So welcome back to the channel. It's Perry here, and today's topic is going to be the vision as we get further into this build, part 6 I believe. And so here's where we're at today. We're going to talk about the vision. The vision of the actual reef is unfolding, and I kind of wanted to bring you along each and every step of the way so that we can dive deeper, guys, dive deeper into acropora keeping and dive deeper into different ways and techniques that we can utilize to get to our end result, get to that vision. All right, so straight away, I've done videos before about your aquarium and sort of setting up a structure that is going to be best suitable and trying to utilize that space, whatever that is inside of that rectangle, square, or even circle, whatever you're doing. How are we going to build that reef? What style are we going to use? Are we going to use drop-offs? Are we going to use bommies? Are we going to use ledges? Are we going to use like shallow reef type structures? So that all, to me, I'm going to base on the actual dimensions of the aquarium. And so from there, we then get the structure. And then from there, we begin to sort of plot out our vision. What are we looking to do here? So earlier, I wanted to sort of do something completely different to re-engage the hobby, but quickly realized that I'm meant for acropora keeping. It's what I enjoy doing. It's what I enjoy speaking of and getting deep into. So I was already right off the bat going the wrong direction. So I reeled myself back in. And then I was reminded by other hobbyists like Matt and Nick, a few others, that I really should just kind of stay where I'm I guess valued or appreciated, or really where like my knowledge and skills come in. So again, not fighting the natural urge to guide myself in the acropora part of this hobby. Don't let that deter you. If you're here, this is a build and we're building this together. So here's where we're at, part 6, the vision. All right, so I'm already going to be placing corals in this system. We are at about week number 2, 3, 2.5, 3 since the whole inception and idea, and this really developed quickly, and I want to tell you first and foremost how I was able to do that. Rock. The rock was sourced. It's very mature. So there is really no cycle because of the amount of rock and the age of it. It had all of the microlife necessary to support an ecosystem almost straight away. 2, I was able to gather about 70% of this system's capacity seeded water from that system. So that right there, once I did a massive water change, I put all this rock in, and the sand bed you guys had seen had already been there, which was a live sand bed from Tropic Eden. So when you make these considerations and then you think about bacteria, and we will get more into that part of the reefing. I don't want to guide away too far from the vision, but Coralline and Zucht, KZ, Zeobac, also using Protobio products, also using the Aquaforce polymer-based NP Pro for a carbon source, using Cyperax for biological homing capacity as far as the bacteria capacity holding, using as much to drive the microbiome as possible. So I've already inoculated. Yesterday we inoculated, I guess I should say, I've already placed a good amount of inverts into the system that I purchased yesterday. So I did go to the fish tank in Daytona and got 4 peppermint shrimps to help get some of these smaller aptasias in the system. I was able to get some red legs, some Mexican red legs. Guys, those are really, really good for starting your aquarium. They love algae and they are pickers. So if your rock is developing any funk on it, get them in your system quickly before it grows. Now, they also do a wonderful job post-scrubbing. So if you're gonna scrub something down for eradication in terms of algae, they love to go behind and do cleanup work. So they are high on my list as far as the cleanup crew is concerned. Also, 6 of those, 6 hermit crabs and 6 astrea snails, building that to I think 7 now, and then I think there's 1 trochus in there. There's also the update on the orange spot goby. The prawn goby has already paired up and mated with the pistol. Now guys, keep in mind, this pistol shrimp has been with me. I hope I can get a video on this relationship as it builds between them two. But my pistol shrimp, I assure you, is one of the most beautiful, most lovely, and she's a fatty. I can't wait to show her off, but she has been with me since Cindy was alive, so she still holds a very, very dear spot in my heart. Yeah, I don't want to get into that really, but yeah, she's really important to me. I say she, but it could be a male. Not sure. But you can sort of see the Rainford goby down in the bottom right hanging out. You can see the schooling pattern unfolding over on the right side. And as we get into the vision, that's where it begins to unfold. Having a large fish population, a shallow reef, and this is given the dimensions of the aquarium are very shallow. So again, back to the idea of why, as far as the Acro design, it really was begging for that type of reef. So anyway, other developments that I have seen as the vision sort of comes together, I've seen limpets that are coming off. I've seen bristleworms well invited into my system, and we can always beat that topic up, but I absolutely love bristleworms. Tons of microstars. Like I said, limpets. These are all real good signs that your tank. There's dusters. There's pods, massive pods in the system. There's micro dusters, feather dusters. There's all sorts of lovelies, and you can see the rock is absolutely becoming just beautiful, guys. I mean, look at that. You can already see the deeper marine coralline algae developing on that center structure piece right there. And then let's see here, this side over here. We're on the tripod this morning, so again, let's go in closer and see what's going on this part of the bommy down, or this little side of the structure down here. And let's get a closer look. Okay, there we go. And now you can really see part of that vision unfolding with the schooling, smaller schooling fish down in that bottom structure right where they are right now. That is where the lime in the sky acro is going to be going. So while I do want to build some of them staghorns up in the taller part to sort of conceal the upper overflow area, and we'll show you that in a minute, right there is just begging for a staghorn. So right there you can also see, what is that? That is an elkhorn coral right there, down in the almost in the middle where they're schooling. Basically, there's kind of schooling around that, as if it's an acropora. So that is going to stay on the lower bottom right part of this structure. It'll be moved, but right where you see it is exactly where I will be placing that lime in the sky. Okay, and so the Miyagi tort will likely be close by. Shoot. Let me get out of the picture here. Yeah, sorry about that. But we're one take here, man. This isn't no bullshit here. This is one take type stuff, and I'm not here to do polished videos. I'm here to get into the nitty gritty and the dirty part of the hobby, and the fun part, I think, and the unscripted part of the hobby. So yeah, so you will see more of that stuff, and I'm not going to restart the video just because of that. That would be silly. Anyway, so the vision is unfolding. The small fish are doing well. I have lost one of the what is those? The staghorn damsels. Okay, so we have a development happening as we're on the video, so we are going to definitely do our best to showcase the relationship that has developed between the pistol and the goby. See him coming out of the cave? Look at how beautiful that pistol shrimp is, guys. Now, if this doesn't bring a smile to your face this morning, oh man, you are at the wrong place, guys. This is part of this vision that we spoke of, is creating these nano, these smaller life relationships that you typically don't see or are overshadowed by large fish type aquariums. Or sometimes they just don't do well. You can see a peppermint down in the bottom as well. But look at that pistol coming out. She's got her guard out there, keeping an eye on the burrow. And this is just super cool. I'm gonna keep the frame right there and let you guys just enjoy this and some other fish coming in, and just the interaction and the interplay and the symbiosis created between these beautiful animals. So again, this is another part of what we're doing here on this build and on this channel. I'm not going to be putting much content about this build in any other place, really. I'll share some information on Instagram pointing it here, and on Reef to Reef pointing it here, and of course I will geek out and nerd out on those forums. But this build, this content, what we're doing here and what we're sharing here, this is for our community that we're building. It's not to be given, to those power structures that are being sort of controlled by sponsorship and everything else, and influencers. This channel is for us. It's for acropora keepers, for reef keepers, you guys out there that are here for the hobby. That's what I'm here for. So anyway, the vision continues to unfold, and I'm going to be loading this girl up today with probably about 15 different acros that I'm going to go hand pick from that system. There will be probably about a handful of granulosas that make the system, because I'm so not addicted, that'd be a bad choice, but I'm so taken back by the beauty of their structure, especially with the Ari's Avalanche and the Pang's Purple Tip. So those two will definitely be back in the system, and I already know where they're going to, but we'll share that on another video. How about that? So anyway, today, thanks for joining me. Been sipping some coffee, enjoying the morning with you. So stoked that we were talking about that little relationship unfolding. That happened yesterday between the pistol and the shrimp goby. So yeah, very cool stuff. Thanks for following along. Sorry the video went a little bit longer, but I hope you understand where we're going with the vision. We're going to get into sort of a little bit more, if you're interested in understanding how I was able to make this happen so quickly. That gets into a whole video that would be tied into that. But this is basically where I would say you would be in 1.5 years if you had started this dry. So this is where you need to be right now, where you see this system in less than 3 weeks. This is where your tank would take, what it would take in about 1.5 years, maybe even 2 years of readiness to drop acros. So I know that's a whole nother video, and I definitely want to get into it, but that's the power of finding the right things that you need to get the system going. I will also share one more thing I was able to find yesterday locally. Hopefully you can see it right here. Okay, you can see the price tag. Expensive shit. No, it's not shit, but expensive stuff. Aquaforest Life Source. That is Fiji mud extracted. It carries a lot, and I mean a lot, of goodies for the microbiome. Stop right there. 15 minutes. It's a long video. Shit. Ain't nobody still there. I love you guys though. Peace out.